Hi there, welcome back to Pontypool Golf Club and the Indoor Golf Academy. My name's Leon Warne, PGA Professional, and I thought today we would have a little bit of fun introducing you to the simulator, GC2 Foresight that we use, how it works, how you can have a bit of fun and enjoyment on it, but also some serious practicing or lessons or getting custom fitted. We're on a hole at the moment, which I'm going to come to in a second or two, which will explain to you how it's used and how we operate the system. But what I'm going to do now is just come around the back here and explain the golf simulator. So GC2 is very clever. It's, as you can see on the floor down here, we've got the camera system which picks up all the data off the golf ball when it passes it. Gives you some fantastic information in terms of ball data, speed, launch angle, spin. And that's why it's so accurate in using. It's probably the best golf simulator on the market, maybe alongside TrackMan. You can see the menu bar up here. We're going to just click on a few of these, what it offers. So we're going to click on play. At Pontypool Golf Club here, we have a list of golf courses that you can play. Some of the world's famous ones. We've got Carnoustie there, look. Guadalene in Idaho. Kingsbarns, the famous golf course up in Scotland. Wentworth West as well, the BMW PGA Championships they hold there. So you can see a list of courses. You can set the conditions here as well, weather conditions, rain, wind, make it as easy or as difficult as you want. You can set the rules. You can do auto putt, which works out once you're on the green, how many putts you're going to have depending on how far you're away. You can play mulligans, you can practice, you can change the pin placements, easy, normal or hard. And you can play different formats, match play, staple foot or scramble. I'm going to come off that for a moment. We're going to come down to the improve. Improve is great. Now we're looking to really use this to do custom fitting. It's a driving range that we're able to sort of tap into. And from this perspective, we can do a lot of club testing with people. If you're looking to maybe purchase a driver, we can test the drivers out, find out which one's best performing for you, or even trying some irons. You might want to do some gap testing on some clubs to find out what your yardage is, or if you're missing a club in your bag that you might need or require, we can advise you on that. Or even a ball test, testing out some golf balls. Good thing about this as well, we can use this for teaching, for golf lessons. Fantastic piece of kit for giving lessons on, because again it'll give us a lot of feedback and feedback to the pupil as well. We also use camera technology here to video your lessons, so you really get a lot of detail through the session itself. Okay, you can see the driving range here is 374 yards long. I can change that if I wanted to practice with, say, a 7-iron, 160 yards. The green will set itself at 160 yards for me, so I can practice hitting at a target, see if I can get the balls on the green. So you can come up here and practice before your round of golf or work at your game. Quite handy for that. What we're going to do now, though, is just come away from this, and we are going to go to play one of the holes. Let's pick one of the famous courses, Guadalene in Idaho. Famous for its 14th hole, the par 3. We're going to pick that today. We're going to set the conditions as standard, no wind. I'm going to try and make it easy for myself. And we're off the championship tees. There we go. You can see why it's famous. It's a floating green. You can get to it by boat. And you can see obviously a fantastic setting. I've never played the course myself, but I'm sure it's worth a visit if you can ever get out there. Now, up here is a menu of telling you a lot of information. 167 yards to the flag is the distance. Elevation of 12 foot 2 inches, slightly downhill. Hole 14, par 3. Here over this side I can pick as well what type of ball I'm using. I'm using a premium ball. So I'm using a Titleist Pro V, so I'm going to click on that. You've got a little airplane up here. Look, if I click on that, it gives me an overhead view of the hole. You can see there's a bunker at the back of the green and at the front of the green. Not much scope for error. You're going to have to be really precise when you're playing this hole, so it does add a bit of pressure to the situation. Up here we've also got a green gradient, tells us about the slopes on the green. You'll see all the balls fall on the green, and that will give us an indication about if the greens are going to the left or to the right. In this case it's dead flat So that's very, very helpful. Also, what we've got, we want a little map to the right here of the hole, and it'll give us an indication of how far we've got to the front of the green, which is 155 yards to the front of the green, to the back of the green, 180 yards. So there's about 25 yards or so depth of green to work with. It's about 2 club lengths from front to back. You can see though, looking at the hole, we've got hardly any green to the left of the flag. We've only got 7 yards, and then we've got 27 yards to the right of the flag. So sensible play here would be to play to the right of the flag and use all that green that's available to us. This is where we had a previous lesson we were doing here on video on YouTube, where we were doing pre-shot routine. I'm going to be using this today, so important, and making sure we pick the right club selection. This is why you need to know your yardages inside out. And this is why it's worth having a gapping test and eventually with your golf clubs, because you want to know how far you're carrying the golf ball. I know I hit my 7-iron about 165, so I'm going to be picking a 7-iron for this particular shot. I'm going to do the aim small, miss small scenario, where I'm going to focus on something smaller, which is going to be just inside this tree area here is my sort of focus point. That's where all the green is. If I do get my natural shot, which is maybe a little draw, it'll end up being pretty good in the end, but that's where my sort of safe shot is I'm going to focus on at this stage. No wind, so I don't have to worry about that. I'll do my pre-shot routine. I'm also going to pray. No, I'm going to try and do my pre-shot routine and really focus on what I'm trying to deliver to the shot. So, practice swing. Trying to visualize the shot. I really want to get into this hole. So I get back behind the ball. I'm picking that big tree on the left, just to the left. That's my aim small, miss small scenario. So club face first. I want to point it to that. Body's a little bit to the right as well. So I'm parallel to that big tree. Let's just see if I can commit to that shot now. Nice little waggle. I got my little bit of draw. Hopefully it's the right club. Yes, it is. And there we go. So 169 yards was the total distance we hit that. Carried it 160 yards. You can see the tracer on the screen here giving you an indication of where the ball went, and you can see it started on the line I desired, and I had a little soft draw which was really beneficial in this situation. So the club selection was good, I trusted that. On the left hand side here, it comes out with a lot of data, and this is where it's really ideal for when we're doing fittings with golfers, and it'll also come out with a chart option as well, which I'll show you in a moment. But your ball speed, your launch angle, how far we pushed or pulled that, how much backspin, side spin, the carry of the ball, the overall distance, how much offline you were to the left or the right, and the distance you've got left to the flag. Now if I come around the other side here and click on the chart, it'll give me some data as well. Let's have a little look on that last shot. There we go. So it'll tell me things like my ball speed, which was 105 miles per hour, my launch angle, the amount of spin I was producing on the golf ball, and the amount of carry, 160. My push or pull there, that said it started 6.4 degrees to the right, and that's where I was aiming, so that works out. This is so accurate, this is really, to be fair. The amount of side spin I produced, which was 630 RPMs to the left. That's where that little bit of a draw came into play. The descent angle and the peak height, and how much offline I was. And you can see it says here 5.4 degrees to the right, oh, sorry, 5.4 yards to the right, I beg your pardon. And that's exactly where I was aiming, really on that big tree and trying to get the ball just to softly draw back in. And it gives you a sort of idea of your trajectory. Great for custom fitting, great to give yourself some feedback when you're having some lessons. So that's the GC2 for you. We'll have another go at this hole, or should we pick another hole? Let's have a little go over another par 3, shall we? So we'll click off here for a moment, exit. Let's pick another hole here, another par 3. Let's play one at Wentworth. Let's go to the second hole at Wentworth. Some of you might recognize the second at Wentworth. as it's been on the television quite a lot. There we go. This one's 135 yards to the pin, flag looking like it's in the middle of the green, surrounded by 3 bunkers. It's a nice approachable hole, got an elevation of 4'10", slightly uphill, no wind again, 135 yards. It's kind of a slightly grip down 9-iron for me. So let's have a go at this one. So pre-shot routine, I want to have my practice swing first. Really get a feel for the shot I want to play. Get back behind the ball. I'm going to go pretty much direct here at the flag. I'm going to aim small, miss small, and you can see where the hole number 2 says in the back of the background there. I really want to get my ball between that and the flag. That's a great sort of line for me. I'm going to hit this pretty straight if I can. Grip down. I grip down about ½ an inch on this golf club. There we go. Slightly pulled it a little bit. 131 yards, 22 feet away from the flag. Just slightly pulled it to the left, but managed to hit the surface in the end. But famous hole at Wentworth there, the second. Again, a lot of data coming down the left-hand side here, gives us some feedback. But having a bit of fun here at Pontypool Golf Club, trying the GC2 Foresight simulator out. Be a great piece of kit for you to have a go on, have a bit of fun, or whether it's a golf lesson or, like I said earlier on, getting fitted for a set of clubs or gap testing. This is really going to open up nice avenues for you to really get on top of your game. Hope it's been informative today. Until next time, I look forward to seeing you. Please subscribe on our YouTube page, Leon Warne PGA Professional. If any of you have got any requests, please message us, and we can always do a video on something that you might be struggling with or something that might interest you within golf. Until next time, all the best.